要为大家介绍一下今天的 VIP 的嘉宾。First, please allow me to introduce the VIP guests for you. On my left-hand side, we have the first one, which is our beautiful President Liu Hong, the President of the Federation of Chinese American Association USA. Sitting right next to her, that's Mr. Tommy Torres, the Democratic District Leader and a close associate with Mr. Eric Adams. Hopefully he's going to be our next mayor for New York. And sitting next, he's not a guest. He's the actual host for tonight, our President, Vincent Young. That's right, he's so young. And then sitting right next to him, that's our friend, Mr. John. He's actually the controller and treasury of state of California. Actually, you served? Former, controller and treasury. Thank you. And our best friend, Mr. Jimmy Mung. He used to be our state assemblyman as well. And last but definitely not least, the man who worked closely with me, Mr. Dennis Geiger. That's right. 好，我们要再一次感谢我们今天各位贵宾以及各位嘉宾的到来。And then, next we're gonna do the actual ceremony. 首先呢，我们要做的就是我们今天的揭牌仪式了。那我们请上我们的各位贵宾一起来到台上。
一起吗？
Yeah. All right, please, everybody. This is the unveiling ceremony of this very association. There's actually two. One is the Galaxy Group. The other one is the Atlantic Culture Foundation. 我们今天呢要揭牌的是两个机构，一个呢是我们的 Galaxy 集团，那也是我们的杨总一手创立的哈，也是有非常雄厚的实力。另外一个呢是我们新成立的美国大西洋文化基金会。好。All right, ladies and gentlemen, shall we?
How to do? Yeah.
So let me explain. It's unveiling. So you know the prize, unveiling everything. Let's make it magnificent. So you're gonna pull it all out, and then 我们请各位嘉宾都 Exactly. Let's hold on to this. Yes, that's right. And then let's do a countdown. Okay, everybody in the room, let's do the countdown. All right, shall we? 3, 2, 1. Tommy's in charge. Thank you. 好，谢谢，再次感谢各位。Now let's be seated. 好，我们请各位回座，谢谢，谢谢大家的配合。Our first speaker is, of course, the host. 是我们今天的第一位发言嘉宾，当然是我们本次活动的主办人。Yes, Mr. Young. Yeah. Actually, I prepared a lot of sensitive introduction for him, but I decided to strike them all in just one simple sentence, and I believe you guys are gonna agree with me. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the crazy, rich, and talented, and handsome Asian, Mr. Young.
Thank you. Sorry, okay, yeah. Yesterday afternoon, I discussed my speech with my advisor, Dennis. He just told me two things. One is short is better. One is you must prepare draft. So, my speech is no more than 5 minutes. Then, another, according my normal way, I low draft. Just speech what I want to speak. But I follow you. I prepare the draft. So I follow this draft. Oh, it's so difficult to me. Let me see. Oh. No. No. I just speak English in this. Good evening, all our honorable guests. My name is Vincent. Before we proceed to our party, I would like to make a brief speech for our grand opening ceremony. I'm sure everyone here will be interested in these three questions. First, who am I? Who am Yifu? I'm a first-generation immigrant from China and a businessman. Back in China, I achieved remarkable success in business and also experienced huge failures. It's true. I learned from birth and overcome all of this and made it to America. Thank you. Besides being a businessman, I'm also active in politics. I used to be a member in regional People's Congress and chairman of Commerce Chamber. I'm also a CEO scholar in Columbia University in a huge think tank for China-American relations. All the things mentioned make me who am I. You know who am I? Secondly, what is our business plan? Brief speaking, we have 4 projects in progress. Pepstone, e-cigarettes, healthcare products, and real estate. Everyone knows none of them are a piece of cake. All require effort and commitment. You might be wondering where I can find capital to support this project. This is the question. I will be honest with you. 1/3 of the capital is from the domestic investors, and the rest is from public traded companies in China. You know, in China, very strong China. Today, I have 2 flags, China flags and American flags. I'm proud of China. I'm also proud of China. Lastly, my personal duty here, I will soon be a proud citizen of this great country. America is great country. Secondly, we have started already to achieve a high degree of business success in America, and so my community with all my energy. Thirdly, I will promote China-American friendship. I know American and Chinese people are similar and think the same. Together, success will follow. I concede the things I mentioned to be my mission and my personal duty in the rest of my life. I'm 48, but I have a long time to do these things. Thanks for your time, my honorable guests. Together with hard work, loyalty, friendship, I know we can all be successful together. So tonight, relax and enjoy the life. Good things will coming soon. Should be. Now, I'm proud also to welcome our honored guest from California, Chang, the former treasurer of the state of California, and remarkable political leader. Please. This is long time. I will take. Sorry. Chang is my new friend. I just first meet with him. It's just around 20 days ago in a party. But we have a good feeling. So after party, we arrange a break first meeting the day after tomorrow. So we're talking deeply. So today you fly from LA for 7 hours. I thank you very much. I drink too much, but I thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Please.
Good afternoon. I am absolutely delighted to join all of you. Let me begin with the most important, Vincent. I want to congratulate you on your huge personal and professional endeavor. I also want to acknowledge colleagues in state government here in the state of New York. Assemblymember Raj Kumar, did I get it correctly? What is it?
Raj Kumar.
Kumar, I'm sorry, the Assemblymember Raj Kumar, I apologize. And then obviously the Honorable Mr. Ming Meng. So this is an extraordinary moment in Vincent's professional advancement. Like so many of us in this room, like so many of our ancestors, including my parents, I'm a child of New York. I was born here in 1962, like others who have come to this country. My parents immigrated from Taiwan in the 1950s as America started to lift a lot of the immigration restrictions. And as we've seen, and unfortunately we've witnessed across this country, the extraordinary the hate that's committed against Asian Americans. That's why it's great to see the political leadership. That's why it's great to see the private advancement. And it's important that we harp on the theme that Vincent brought together in regards to China and the United States of America. Yes, many of us have a foundation from Asian countries as people come from all across this world and call America home. But it's important that we bring to bear the new generations of leadership, right, from Jimmy to Grace and to others. And what's really important in regards to this is Vincent's professional pursuit. The healthcare, the financial sector, right, and when you talk about the fire industries here in New York, to his stone company, what we're witnessing with the bad jobs numbers today, or not the great jobs number, and what we witnessed with the national natural calamity here in Flushing over the past few days, is that China and the United States have a lot of the same issues. And then if we do not come together as people, we're going to fall behind for future generations. The past has unfortunately been a competition, an unhealthy competition, and it continues to grow today, and we need people to be engaged to try to create a positive bridge between people, right? It's been either the elevation of the West versus the elevation of the East. Now, there's always going to be some type of economic competition. We're going to have to figure out how we can bridge some of it. But if we don't find cooperation in other areas, global healthcare, economic inequality, both China and the United States have incredible Gini coefficients, right? That wealth inequality, and it is a problem across the board. What you had with Hurricane Sandy, what you had recently, if China and the United States don't figure out how to address climate change, right, we're all going to be impacted to detriment, right? So you're seeing that in many Asian countries. You see it in the discussion about Bangladesh being the canary in the coal mine, areas that are going to be flooded. And so, Vincent, your vision about, and I wish you great success, creating good, high-paying jobs for your workers, giving them opportunities to help raise families in world-class neighborhoods, to make sure that they get great education, so that they can fulfill their dreams, follows in the pathway of, you know, what Jimmy and Assemblymember Raj Kumar wants to accomplish. And so let's all make sure that we join together, build greater friendships, partnerships, so that Vincent can succeed on others. And then I just wanted to take a moment of personal privilege. Is Seaman in the room? My friend Seaman came here. He's a venture capitalist, right? As Vincent talked about, right? We need to make sure that those of you who are dreaming big, who need access to capital, have those types of opportunities, because we want to see this area continue to thrive. And so, I only know a few Chinese words, so, right, you say call you beautiful, so let's thank Miss May for emceeing this event, and then Vincent, again, my deepest congratulations, and I wish you all the stars come true.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's a very touching speech, I would say. Everybody agree with that. And thank you for coming all the way from California. That's 6 hours of flight. That's dedication, and thank you for supporting us. Next, we're gonna invite someone very, very special, all right? Mr. Yang just called him teacher, and he's like, am I a teacher now? I'm not a classified teacher. I think Mr. Yang means mentor. Mentor in his life, mentor in his career. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Miss Dennis Geiger.
Thank you. So first let me say thank you to Vincent. Because Vincent, you are a tremendous leader and you're doing a fabulous job here, and I've watched you over the last couple of years, and you are a remarkable individual. What you have started today is going to have an amazing impact on this community, and it will promote a friendship between the Chinese American community, and it's certainly needed and certainly wonderfully justified. I also have a second honor tonight, and that's to be able to introduce a very, very dear friend of mine. And let me just give you a little bit about her background and what she does in New York State. Jennifer Raj Kumar is our newly elected assemblywoman here in Queens. And she comes to the assembly with one of the most amazing backgrounds that I think you can ever find in any public servant. She not only was one of the top in her class at the University of Pennsylvania, but she went on to be a tremendous success at Stanford Law. And then after that, she worked in the private sector, doing human rights work and doing all sorts of wonderful pro bono and legal work on behalf of the people of New York City. She was so recognized that state government came calling for her, and she was promoted and elevated to the position of the Director of Immigration for the entire state of New York, in which she did an amazing job in instituting creative and innovative programs that help people get a real opportunity to come to America, join in the American dream, and live a life of success. I am very lucky because in my home district, where I served as a New York City Council member for 8 years, I'm proud to say that we elected one of the most amazing upcoming political stars that you will find anywhere in Assemblywoman Jennifer Raj Kumar. And the fact that she's here to celebrate with Jimmy and all of our distinguished guests is just a wonderful feeling for me on a personal level. So, ladies and gentlemen, how about we have a nice round of applause for the amazing Assemblywoman Jennifer Raj Kumar.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah, we need to mic her.
You need to be mic'd.
Yeah, we need to mic her. Relax. We want the best sound quality.
It's okay，不要那个了，不要那个话筒啊。
Just for the better sound quality for the video.
We're gonna get the best sound. Is it okay that I
No.
of course, anything.
Alice, yeah, good.
Whatever you think.
Here we go. And I'll just put it to press on top. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I trust you. Good evening. Thank you so much to my great friend Dennis and to President Vincent, the great President Vincent.
Vincent?
I want to thank you for having me tonight. And I was very moved by your sincere words because they remind me very much of my own family and their American dream. Very much the way the comptroller expressed it. So you obviously have a lot of sincerity and humility. You're proud to be an American and you have a bold vision and you want to give back to our country by investing in our economy. And I look forward to being partners with you for a long time to come. And the reason I'm so proud is because your story is very much my family story. My parents came here with little, but they came with an education and big dreams. And they were able to succeed in America like you. They were always proud to be American. And now their daughter is the first South Asian woman to be elected in this state. Because that's what happens when you have big dreams, big visions. And now I want to support your visions. They sound really remarkable, the way you want to invest in healthcare and real estate and many other fields you mentioned. So I think that you truly have a lot going on, and you have an amazing advisor in Dennis. Yes. And I never got to thank Dennis properly ever. I never got to speak about Dennis in front of a room full of people. So I want to take this opportunity to talk about how you have an incredible advisor. Someone who thinks in such a brilliant way, truly one of the most brilliant political minds that I've ever met. And he, if he's your advisor, then I think that's very good. So this room full of friends is going to be there for you every step of the way. And now we have Atlantic Cultural Foundation. We have Galaxy Group. And to wish you success and honor you for your vision, I am proud to present you with these citations from the state of New York. The first one honors you. It honors the Atlantic Cultural Foundation, an exemplary nonprofit that fosters culture and empowerment
For you, please.
in the community. The organization also promotes cooperation and understanding between the people in the United States and China, serving as a bridge between those two countries. So I'm proud to award this citation to the Atlantic Cultural Foundation.
Yeah.
And also, on behalf of New York State, I'm proud to award this citation to the Galaxy Group, an outstanding business organization that promotes cooperation and understanding between American and Chinese businesses. Its success is due in no small part to Yifu Yang, also known as Vincent,
Thank you so
who
much.
provides excellent leadership in his capacity as Chief Executive Officer. So on behalf of New York State, please accept these citations.
Thank you so much.
Why don't we take a photo together with this?
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
We should take a photo.
Yes.
那个以后把它叠起来，叠起来，反过来吗？不是，
Yeah, fold it backwards.
对，这样的话就好了。
Squeeze it. Okay, I'll squeeze it.
他没有拿出来。One, two, three. One more. One, two, three.
Thank you so much.
We have one more minute. He wants me to take a nice photo.
That's how it feels to be the celebrity of the.
Okay.
He still wants this. Yeah, let's hold on to it.
Okay, we're looking here.
That's good.
There we go.
Okay.
One like this.
And like I said, President, we have a room full of supporters, and I get to introduce one of my very good friends. But before I get to this amazing individual, I want to say not only you have Dennis, you have my good friend Jimmy Meng, a pathbreaker in New York, also served in the States. And the comptroller all the way from California.
Yeah.
As well as Jeff in the back, my good friend, truly powerful, a whole room full of people that are going to support you. And so I'm just a little ways away here in Queens, right near you, and will be here with you every step of the way. And I believe that you can make your dreams possible. Because when I started my endeavor, people said it's impossible. You could never win this race. But we did it, because that's what happens when you have the drive and the vision and the humility. That's what our cultures in Asia are all about. So now, with no further ado, I would like to introduce my very good friend, Tommy Torres. Tommy Torres, come to the stage, Tommy.
This right here.
He is, as you can see, a very nice person, a very warm person. But don't be deceived, he's also very powerful. He's very close to who's going to be our next mayor, Eric Adams, and he helped elect the mayor. We did it together. But he is someone that has been a leader in education in New York City for many, many years. And he's going to be a tremendous asset to this whole project. So, Tommy, I'm so happy to be with you tonight, and I'll give you this mic so you can say a few words.
Thank you. Let's hear it for our Assemblywoman, a first here in Queens, from the South Asian community, Assemblywoman Jennifer Raj Kumar. Thank you. Thank you to this organization. Thank you to this day Vincent, this
Yes,
is your
thank you.
day. Your organization,
Thank you.
Galaxy Group, along with your partnering organization, Atlantic Culture Foundation,
Yeah.
bringing great things here to the borough of Queens, to the city of New York, and to all our Americans and to our families. I'm Tommy Torres. I'm an assistant principal in the borough of Brooklyn. I'm a district leader in the borough of Brooklyn, a political leader, a community leader in New York City. And I was proud to be alongside our Assemblywoman, part of the Eric Adams for Mayor campaign this year. A campaign that we're gonna win on November 2nd. That's election day here in New York City. And we're gonna be ready for our mayor, Mayor Eric Adams, who's gonna take office hopefully in the upcoming year of 2022. I was so glad to be invited by your good friend Dennis Geiger, a partner of mine here in New York City, former councilman, former leader in Queens as well. Mr. Meng, honored to work with your daughter as well, the Assemblywoman, for many years as well. I thank you. Today, this is a special day, and I think about this weekend. It's Labor Day, right? It's Labor Day where we celebrate the hard-working, working-class community of New York City and this country. And no other community represents that than our immigrant communities of Latinos and those of Asian descent and our Chinese community. So a round of applause for all the hardworking men and women from our communities here in New York City. And on behalf of Eric Adams, we're wishing you and your new venture all the best, and we're looking to partner with you from the mayor's office, from our state office, from throughout the city, to make sure that these resources come to your programs and your vision of what a better country, a better city is going to be. We also have a special recognition from our city council on behalf of our speaker, Speaker Johnson, and your councilman here that represents Flushing and Queens, Mr. Peter Koo. To your organization, Atlantic Culture Foundation, thank you for partnering with Vincent. Thank you for partnering from the Chinese community here, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck. Tommy Torres, your leader here in Brooklyn, but a partner with you, Vincent, throughout your days. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Father. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and we'll give it back to our host. Beautiful.
Thank you. Gracias. That's only Spanish. I know, I'm trying. Thank you. All right. Last but definitely not least, we have our lovely friend, Mrs. Niu Hong. Let me introduce her. She's the president of the Federation of Chinese Americans Association USA.
I even
Oh,
don't
okay.
need
You don't need it, yes.
This is maybe too happy for me. Thank you, everybody. Good evening. Thank you all honorable guests for coming today. I'm so happy to enjoy here tonight. Vincent just told everybody he's only 48 years old, but I'm looking you're only like 35, right? Yeah, he's so young, so he is very powerful to do something in New York. Very handsome man. I knew him is not that long, but as I know him, he's working very hard. He tried to do something in this New York community. So I wish you doing very good and everything successful. So congratulations today. 祝你新的公司大西洋文化基金会 Galaxy 集团蒸蒸日上，大展宏图恭喜发财。
说一个秘密啊，我们是兄妹。
moment.
So Vincent's saying they're siblings.
Yes.
From different moms, but yeah, they're very
Okay.
close friends.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Thank
please.
you, Mrs. Niu Hong. Thank you. And I'm not agree with you. Okay, he's 48 years young, not 48 years old. He's young.
Oh,
48 years young. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's really young. Yes. Okay. To conclude our speech part for tonight, we're actually gonna play a video from one of Vincent's associates, Mrs. Crystal Chen. She's the Deputy Secretary General of Atlantic Culture Foundation, who represents the Executive Vice Chairman Coco Lee. And we're gonna play the video on the TV. So we might need everybody to turn slightly to your right hand side.
再来，你给他换一个。
Let's look over our shoulders.
This is my partner, daughter. He represents my partner, the foundation.
I'm the Vice Chairman, Coco Lee. I'm very honored to be here tonight to witness the opening ceremony of the Atlantic Culture Foundation. As a non-governmental organization, the Atlantic Culture Foundation funds culture activities, focuses on current local social issues, and serves as an relation between Chinese and American culture exchange and community culture development. May I ask why you are involved in the Culture Foundation? Because the total size of foundations in the United States is $4 trillion. There are more than 100,000 foundations of various types in the United States. An endowment foundation can be legally avoid taxes. We are a community-focused foundation. As an important way to give back to the community, we will give priority to supporting cultural activities in the community. We will fund a wide range of cultural activities in the community to promote the development of the community. The foundation will develop its demonstration function and spread Chinese culture through funding and supporting outstanding culture and artistic projects. With the increase of social wealth and expansion of Chinese people's social influence, the foundation will play and role with positive social benefits, a wide range of public welfare services and international operating standards. At the same time, we will also play the function of observing resources. To the fair, just an open operation of the foundation, we will concentrate the funds and resources that the society intends to support culture and effectively invest them in the development of culture undertakings, so as to make positive contributions to the development of culture and human progress. In particular, an international metropolis like New York is flowed with intensive capital flows and assets. Many individuals and institutions also have a strong desire to fund cultural development, but they worry about policy risk, operational errors, and many other problems. Through the operation of foundation, funds can be brought into full play, the risk of funding can be effectively avoided and resolved, and the good wishes of sponsors to support cultural development can be realized. We are also responsible for expanding the exchange function and promoting cultural exchange between the Chinese culture community in the New York area and overseas. The scope of the foundation's cultural grants will be based in, but not limited to, New York, but will expand to the entire United States, serving as an inspiring culture banner for Sino-American culture exchange. Through cooperation with various cultural foundations in China and the United States, the Chinese culture in New York is promoted to the world, participate in the international competitions and exchanges that coexist with the excellent cultural achievements of various countries. I believe the creation of the Atlantic Culture Foundation will advance our flourishing community for the better. And finally, I wish you will have a happy dinner and enjoy the night. Thank you.
Dinner yet, but hopefully it's coming up. But before that, we would love to invite our friend, our leader, Mr. Jimmy Milne, to say a few words. Come on. Yeah! Thank you, please.
I just want to congratulate the young people and also wish if the Atlantic Cultural Foundation can reach the people and the community as a state, really can help people from China and people from America. So I hope we can work together for the future. I wish you the best. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
您看那两个会员卡都那香槟。
Oh, great. I know it is not a wedding, but I hope it's not your idea. We have a champagne tower right here. It's like a wedding thing. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do it. 我们中国人有句话说哈，这个香槟酒一到，好运自然到。我们这个今天两个机构能够顺利的揭牌落成，那么一定要有一个香槟塔的仪式。我们要请上我们的贵宾一起来到这个香槟塔。Right, we would like to invite all the VIP guests to be here. Let's hold on to the bottles together, just like we did with ribbon.
这是要打开。
Yes, 我们的工作人员可以把我们的香槟酒
对对，把它打开。
David，
监理。
把这个香槟酒打开。
还有一瓶开两瓶，开两瓶。哦，sorry，把这打开。等一下，等一下，慢点，要摁着。不，等一下，我，这个谁来开？
来，我们
来，小弟过来。
我们这个工作人员能不能帮忙开一下这个香槟？
来，谁开？
不要站那里。
注意一下安全，注意安全。其实把这个铁丝，
我跟你讲，你的手摁着。
没有问题，没有问题。Safety comes first, and it's everything.
他不会一下子跳起来的。
没事，你看他这边都有。No, not really. No, 你要把这个拿掉。他不能摇，摇的会。不敢，不用水，你一下，一个一下，一个 cover it.
Want the pop or not the pop?
What do you want? Yeah, let's make the pop. Thank you. Let's hold on to the bottles together. Yeah, let's hold on to the bottles together, and then we want it jointly. So let's wait. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. The best of luck to the Galaxy Group and the Atlantic Culture Foundation.
Good.
You wish that the money flow, right?
Much success. Thank you so much. We will be successful.
好，咱们中国人一直都这样说哈，香槟酒一开，好运自然来，是不是？我们的两个机构一定能有最好的前景，最好的未来，而且呢，正是我们各位贵宾一起携手共进，我们共创辉煌。好，可以了，差不多，下面有点漏了，杨总下面有点漏了，到了 ，OK， 可以了，不用倒，
有的没倒，没装，
不是，他已经到10。
没事，可以了。
好，拍个照，来
，OK，
哎呀，这个都会搞的。
Oh, perfect.
Let's finish up the bottle.
Sweet. Yeah, good.
热情洋溢的这样，没关系。
Yeah, it's for you.
Drink from the. That's a first, but there's a first for everything. Let's share the happiness and the success.
Take chairs. Okay.
All right. 越来越帅。
Oh,
Cheers.
包的嘛。Thank you.
这个喝会醉呀。
醉了也开心嘛，对不对？
好看我这边。